Peace and blessings, beautiful people. What's good? It's your girl Naya here, and I'm back for another video. This video is going to be a walkthrough or a flip through of the Tarot Dodal by Pablo Robledo. I so happen to be browsing around for a deck. So as you guys know, I'm trying to like curate my collection, make it a little bit more tighter, and I know there's a few different style of Marseille decks that are considered like historic reproductions and things like that. So I've kind of gotten to this TDM wormhole because I'm trying to like, okay, well, if I can get, you know, one Conver, one Noble, and one Dodal, I'll be good. And then of course my eyes are on the Jacques Veville, but that's I digress. So anyway, so I was looking on collecttarot.com and I saw this and it was like limited edition and whatnot. So it comes in this paper thing. I already took it out the box. It's like a very limited edition, so I was like really surprised that I was able to like that I even caught it, you know what I mean? So here's like the title card that it comes with. I don't know if it's like a emblem, signature, you know, stamp, or I don't know, I keep want to say emblem or like sigil or something that is unique to Mr. Robledo. This is the title card or the limited edition. There's only 30 editions. So like I said, it was like I was at the right place at the right time, and I hate sharing stuff that is like super rare to get your hands on, but you know, I'm really excited and I really enjoy the deck. I've enjoyed the deck so far. So size wise, here is your standard size card right back here, and then this is the back of the Dodal. So yeah, like I said, I know this video is not going to be for everybody, but for those that appreciate, you know. So there's like this pinky peachy, it's not pink really, it's more like a peachy color with these little black kind of arrow things on it. So let's go ahead and just flip through. Oh, my cats are acting crazy, sorry. So let's just go ahead and flip through them. I'll try to bring it a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, so I think what I really like about the colors is like this, that the blues, that super bright sky blue against like the cream background. It just does something for me. And I don't know, everything's just really saturated. And you know, some of the name, see, now I don't have another Dodal to compare this to, so I don't know what varies, but I mean, as far as what I've seen online, it looks to be pretty spot on. It's just maybe the colors vary a little bit, but I think everything else is the same. So if you guys know any more than I do, please share in the comments below. I'm super curious. I've been watching videos too, but like I know, you know, like La Pances is not normal in other Tarot de Marseille style decks, but I don't know if this got changed or it is a Dodal or Dodal, not sure how you say it, like unique to this particular deck. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a type 1 deck, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, we'll see when we get there. So I love their faces. I'll tell you what, I really love their faces. They all just look like they're fed up. They've had enough. And so here, their little eagles match. Oh God, don't break it. And the cardstock, you guys, it kind of, it's really nice cardstock. It's like buttery. It's comparable to the Il Meneghello cardstock. I would just say it that way. It's not exactly the same cardstock, but it's very comparable. So Let pop in. So yeah, see the Cupid is blindfolded and his feet are facing to the right. Everybody looks disgruntled as hell. I really, there's something about the faces in this deck or in the Dodal that I was like, I need one of these. Like, and the horses are everything. Like, look at these horses' faces. Like, I don't know. I think it's really interesting. And I'll put that to the side for a second. Yeah, they all just look like they've had enough. I think it's really interesting that the Hermit is so huge. I mean, in comparison to like many of the other decks that are out there, this Hermit takes up like almost like the whole width of the card, which I think, and when I say other decks, you guys got to remember I kind of came from like a Rider-Waite-Smith, background, even though my very first deck was a Tarot de Marseille, so usually the Hermit doesn't take up the whole card like that. But yeah, I just think this deck is really, really beautiful. And yeah, there's like some other things going on, like on the side here. The numbers are like backwards too. You see that? Like 10, 11, 12, like 12 for the Hangman. Instead of it being from left to right, it's right to left, which I find really fascinating. And you can see his fingers back there. I don't know what's going on with that. There is the nameless card. I wonder who these characters are. Here we got Temperance. And she has her, like, it looks like her, her tatas are out, but it could very well be like, I don't know, maybe it's a bra on top of, I don't know. It's so interesting. The devil got a whole bunch going on, like the face and the belly. There's eyes, like if you look really close, there's like eyes on the knees. And I don't know what's going on with the little impy guys there, but they have some little red things going on too. So interesting. I like the flesh color, how it's really peachy for some reason. I quite enjoy that. Here's a star. Okay, so first of all, her facial expression is everything. So here we have the Moon card with the forward face, like front profile. So that's type 1. The Lovers, yeah, and then the Moon. And when I was working with the Jodorowsky deck, his towers, one of them is capped and one of them isn't. And so I find that I want to compare them at some point. Look at the sun's face. Come on. The sun's face is just meh. He's like he's tired of his own hot mess. Here we have the Judgment card. And you can see too, like where the U's are, there's V's instead. And here, like I'm looking at their face and I think it's interesting. Like she has a yellow face, he has a white face, and then this little dude here has a blue body. Curiouser and curiouser. And then the World card, the leg is not crossed, like in Rider-Waite or other types of Marseille. I think type 2 has the cross leg, if I'm not mistaken. So those are the majors, and I will do kind of a quick flick through of the minors. Okay, so here we have the minors. I put them according to how I usually put them, which is always Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles coins. So I'm just gonna flip through them all real quick, kind of, just to see. We can sometimes get so consumed. I'm just gonna flip while I talk. Sometimes we can all get so consumed by what's going on in our immediate circle that we might forget what's going on in other places. And so, you know, I was just like, wow, okay, well, you know, I was able, you know, kind of like I was able to get my hands on, like I was so excited, you know, and he responded back to me, and I was like so excited, like, oh my god, you know, and you know, he does all this with the wood block. I don't know if you guys follow him or not, but I love seeing his little updates and stuff, and I'm just like, this is just so cool. So you know, like this has the Dodal for the 2, same thing with the 2 of cups, 2 of coins, and 2 of cups. And then you see there's like 1 red dot on this one, not on this one. So, but yeah, I was just kind of like, you know, well, now I feel better because like I know that my purchase is actually helping someone who you know, who's putting the work in, who's doing things, but is also so I think I noticed something about the cups. Yeah, see, these have the lines in it, and then like we get to the 5 and there's no lines in it. There's like other stuff going on. So I've been really spending a lot of time shuffling this deck because it just is really nice to shuffle. But also I'm noticing these little variations, like this cup has a white handle and base. You know, I don't know, there's so many details, but I just think this deck is so beautiful. And like, I don't know, I feel like me just bonding with the Marseille decks in general and have been extremely, I don't know, I'm down this rabbit hole now. I mean, it is what it is. I'm still working on the Thoth stuff, but I'm like fascinated now. You know, by trying to curate my collection and being very more specific. Like I'm like, I'm happy with this. Like I don't need any other Dodal versions. I can just work this one and just build a relationship with it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I feel. So I did notice, and as I was flipping through these other ones, that the only other 2 cards that have like this dark earth is the Chariot and the Death card, which I thought was very interesting. So I'm going to meditate with that later and see what that's about. I think it's also interesting, as today earlier I pulled, what did I pull? I pulled the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands for my daily pull. I usually pull 2 cards. And I had got some really interesting self-revelation insights as to my process for creating, and how I used to feel that it was just such a sacred thing because it's a very spiritual experience for me. And so I feel, I call that sacred. And so I sometimes want to protect that and not share it. And it's been a self-limiting idea that I've kept in my head for whatever reason. But I was watching this interview with some musicians, and they were saying the same stuff that I've been saying for years. And I'm just like, this is me. This is a self-limiting belief or self-limiting idea or ideal that I've been placing on myself. Why do I do that? So I kind of just, you know, by pulling those knights or those princes, that Or the faces are also different. And the Queen of Wands is just like not having it. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's been a really interesting day, and I'm just like, you know what? I have to create when I'm in the mood, and not force it. If I try to force it, it's like I can pick a topic and talk about something or plan on talking about something, but if I don't if I plan too much, if I plan too hard, like the emotional connection to that topic ceases to exist, and it just doesn't feel as substantial as when I just kind of let it free flow out of me, kind of go, okay, this is what I feel like talking about today. So I'm just saying that to say my channel's gonna have stuff, but it's not gonna come in order necessarily the way that I thought it was, okay? Because I just kind of had this realization about my process and about when I'm impassioned to create, that it just flows through me, and I need to honor that, you know, and not put so much pressure on myself in a logical manner, but allow the spirit and the spark inside of me to kind of just easily flow through. And so, and then these are the kings. I don't know, I've been had you guys on here for a minute, but these are the kings. And yeah, and so that is the Pablo Robledo Tarot flip through, walk through / mini rant, or musings, I guess, that the cards kind of evoked for me. And so it does come in the paper. It doesn't come in a box either, so I have to find a case for it. Right now it's just been kind of chilling on my altar over here, but I don't want to lose any of the cards because my cats are notorious for knocking my things over. So anyways, my loves, thank you for watching. Much love, many blessings. Oh, much love, many blessings. Peace.